Doing a full presentation, and boy, I hope you're hungry because we're going to jump right in to our very best value of the day. It is our today's special. I love the big family style capacity. It is 9.7 ounces. By the way, you get 10 recipes included that are exclusive to us here at HSN. Look how easy it is to operate with those dials. Listen, if you have a teeny tiny air fryer, maybe you can reheat one piece of pizza. With this, you could cook a whole chicken or reheat one piece of pizza. You have versatility. Summer is coming. You're not going to want to heat up your entire kitchen. Let me go through the colors, including the brand new beautiful hunter green. I have gray, I have black. I've got to be on my tippy toes. I have red, and I also have blue. And I want to come over here really quickly because I also have a couple things you can add to your order, and we haven't done this before. If you buy the Today Special, this is called a bonus buy. You get $10 off a recipe book that was made specifically for this air fryer, and also for smaller air fryers, it'll say the ounces, and then you decide which one you want to do, and it'll really expand what you thought an air fryer to do. I love, of course, the chicken wings, the Brussels sprouts, reheating the pizza. I do all my French fries, my potatoes, anything that I buy like frozen, I reheat. Then we also have available this set of silicone. So you can cook with this silicone a full chicken, roast it. It even comes with a kind of like a grill, but it's silicone, so when the juices come, they come off of the chicken. You are cooking without oil. You also get 4 ramekins. But let's jump in to our star of the show. This is Chef Wolfgang Puck, who's going to teach us all about this.
Exactly.
Chef,
hello.
Hello.
So good to see you.
So good to see you too. This
Are we
is
going to have a little comedy too with our oven here?
I'm going to jump in.
Okay,
You're the boss.
Fantastic, you know. Hello, everybody. I wasn't here in the longest time. I don't know how long, like 6 months or something? 6 months, I think it was. Oh, my God, yeah. And it's the last time we're here in Florida, too, no?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so we are all packing up and moving up north in the cold, or wherever it is, huh?
We're in Pennsylvania.
Oh, in Pennsylvania. Excellent. I love Pennsylvania.
But
so
it's hot
good.
here in Florida, and an air fryer is great for that,
You
Chef.
know what? I use the air fryer all summer long. I have a big stove. I never turn on my big ovens because then I have to turn on the air conditioner cold, and it costs twice as much money. So what I do, use the air fryer, even if I barbecue outside. I bake my baked potatoes in there. I make my macaroni and cheese in there. I roast my vegetables in there. Anything you need, you can do in this oven. And it's totally okay outside. You can touch it. Look at that. And come in here for a close-up and look at this chicken. If you can make a better chicken, I cannot make it any better in one of our restaurants. If you come to Spargo or Cut, you don't get a nicer chicken than that. Look at that.
Oh, wow. It smells good too, Chef.
Yeah. I mean, perfectly brown, crispy skin. Look at that. I mean, is that amazing or what? I love it. And, you know, this is a 7-pound chicken. So this is not a little chicken, 7 pounds. I mean, it's amazing. Look at that.
Oh, my gosh. A 7-pound chicken.
Yeah.
And it takes like about an hour and 10 minutes, you were telling me before the show?
An hour and 10 minutes. But, you know, very few people actually buy 7-pound chicken. But I'm just showing you how much we can fit in here. Why do I love this big air fryer? Because you can cook for the family or you just cook for 2. So whatever you do is fine. And you cook very healthy. Because if you don't like the fat, look at that here.
Yeah, you never have to add oil with air frying.
Put it this way. Okay, see that?
So all of that is not going in you.
The extra calories, so it's crazy. Now here I had my insert in here. Look at that.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it, but look at that. We cooked the chicken right in here, and this thing fell out here. All right, we put it back in here. We're gonna clean it after, so it's good.
Yeah.
Now, see what you like to eat is the chicken, and what you don't want is all this extra fat. Now you could put a pork roast, a turkey, whatever it is, right in here, and you don't want that on your butt or on your chest or wherever it goes.
Wow, that was very specific. I was like, okay.
Well, that's where it goes. So that's what all the women complain. I said, I want to eat really healthy.
I'm like, yeah, girl. I must have eaten a lot of chicken.
I don't want it either, so it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna go to the beach, put my bathing suit on, you know, and you have to watch a little bit how you eat. But here you still can eat healthy and delicious. Like I put rosemary in here, so you get the nice flavor, so it's really good. So what we're gonna put in here before I go?
I think I'm going to put the rest of the chicken in here. We have the chicken legs.
The chicken legs.
We're going to load in the chicken legs.
Okay, good. All right, let's cook a chicken leg. It's very cheap, inexpensive, and delicious. Okay, we can put that away. Thank you.
Get this one clean. Thank you.
Now, I tell you a story about my kids. I have two sons, Alexander and Oliver, who live with us still, and then Byron and Cameron. They are already, Byron is working with me at Spargo and at Cut everywhere, and Cameron is a professor. So he cooks at home all the time with the air fryer. What does his little boy like? French fries. I like them too. So here you buy your frozen French fries and look in here. Can we get a close-up or am I in the way?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah. All right, look at that. I almost let them too long in here. Look at that. Crispy, beautiful. If you want, and look in here. Can we see? No frying, no oil, no extra expenses for your oil. Everything is right here. And look what we do with it. I bought them in the supermarket because I don't want to spend all this time in the kitchen, and put them in here as much or as little as you want. Now, if you have a little air fryer, you don't want to put French fries for the whole family in here. You have to do them 10 times, and then you have to shake them. You never get them as crispy as in a big one. So if you have a small French fryer and you're not really happy with it, just forget about it.
Right. So if you have a small air fryer, you will have to do more than one, load.
Totally,
you have to do it over and over and over again. With a bigger air fryer, you could always do smaller batches.
Exactly. If you're two
no
people,
problem.
one person, or if somebody comes over, if you live alone and you have some grandchildren come over, how do they like French fries? You put them French fries.
Yeah, everybody
you give
likes
them
French fries.
A little ketchup on it, and here we go. Look at that.
That's what my grandkids eat.
Yeah, I know, mine too.
A little bit of chicken nuggets.
I have fancy restaurants, but the kids...
they want the French fries.
You know what my son Oliver used to do? He is a very bad sleeper, so at night, somewhere in the night, I hear him sometimes on the steps. He goes downstairs in the freezer, takes the French fries, throws them in the air fryer, and waits 10 minutes, and then he eats them. I can see them on the floor, some of them in the kitchen the next morning. I said, who was here in the kitchen cooking?
You know, I love the air fryer because it makes cooking so easy for everybody, whether you're a beginner or like the fanciest chef in the world, which we have here.
It's so easy, but also it's so healthy. It's so much better because you don't cook in all your oil, where you get the extra calories, and you all know where it goes. So cook healthy is better, and you will live longer if you eat healthier. Yeah. Okay, here, look at that, cooking fish. I love these one-pot meals. Look at that, here I cooked the salmon. It's a little, you can see the shade. All right, let me take it out.
It's beautiful.
All right.
And that's just one pot, and it's easy cleanup, too.
We'll give you something else.
That's okay, I'll clean it up.
Clean it up.
2-minute rule.
That's right.
Okay, oh, you know that in Florida too?
Yes, it's an international rule.
Okay, yeah, okay. Now look at that. The vegetable, the salmon, all in here. And obviously the salmon has a little oil, which is the good oil, you know, that has the good cholesterol, omega.
Those omega-3s.
Omega-3s are good for you. And here, and you know what I love? If I have leftover vegetables, I eat them cold with a little salad. Put a little vinegar, a little olive oil on it.
That's a good idea.
A little fresh herbs, and you eat them the next day. So you bring that to the table just like that. Put a little sauce, maybe a slice of lemon with it, and you are done. Maybe a few herbs if you like them.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that, how easy.
All right, so we just launched this Today Special. The gray is in the lead for being the most popular.
Oh, interesting.
We don't ever really know which is gonna be the most popular. Don't forget, when you're buying the Today Special, you can add the cookbook that has 180 recipes specifically for the air fryer for $10 off. So instead of $29.95, it'd be $19.95. And by the way, this is $60 off.
Yeah.
A huge savings, $44 off of retail.
Yeah.
It's an amazing deal. You know, things are being more expensive everywhere.
Oh,
We're doing these amazing deals at
let me-
yesterday's prices. We already had planned this Today Special. We already had these in stock. So these are $33.32 to get home. And air frying really can be a part of like whatever you do.
And you can do it anywhere. You can take it with you. If you rent a room somewhere, you know, people have this Airbnb. You take that with you, and instead of going to an expensive restaurant for the family, you cook at home, and it's simple and easy and healthy, and you know what is in it. In all this fast food joint, you don't know what they added. All these preservatives, all this shit they put in there, you don't want them in your body. So we want really healthy, good food.
Yeah, and again, it also, the cooking times is quicker, right, Chef?
Yeah, it's a convection oven, basically, what we have in the restaurant, and this does the same thing. Now, look at that. Chicken wings.
I love chicken wings in an air fryer.
Look at that here. I have some sauce, and here's the chicken wings. And we have even a cover for our bowls here. Not like this. Okay, and then we just have to move it a little bit like that. All right. We're gonna put them on a platter here. Look at that. I should show it to you out there. Look at that. Is that
gorgeous.
beautiful or what? I mean, you bring that to the table and they're gonna think you learned how to cook at Spargo or at Cut or anywhere. Put a little blue cheese on top if you like it. My kids don't like blue cheese, so I don't put it on top, but I love it like that.
Yeah, I love blue
Okay,
cheese.
and if you want a little dressing, even put a little bit of that too. So
Yeah, that looks great. That's like fantastic.
That's like
look at
married
that.
people food. That's not like first date. It's messy, but it looks so good,
and
right?
you know, it costs maybe less than $10 probably with the whole thing.
A huge thing.
Wow.
Yeah. And what else I love about the 9.7 ounce size is what our today's special is that you could make all those chicken wings and then have leftover chicken wings.
Exactly.
And you heat them up in 10 minutes. And they're crispy and delicious.
You're absolutely right. It's perfect for reheating. Maybe I try one, maybe, huh? No, it's a little too hot, yeah. Then I cannot talk. Then you're going to have to talk or you...
I'll jump in whenever you want to eat. That's right. I'm here for backup.
Or you can sing. So you can see how many things you actually can cook in this air fryer. To me, at home, we have one. It's the only thing I use. I have a big stove. If I have 50 people, or so I don't have 50 people, I don't, but if I have maybe 20 people, then I will light up the stove. But that's 3 times a year.
All right, well, let me just say that black now is the most popular color. We have red, blue, the gray, and the new hunter green. Those are the colors that we have. And again, a 9.7 ounce. By the way, there's a leading consumer magazine that rated this as, they rated all the air fryers. They rated this in the top. So everybody loved, this is such a great air fryer. It's 1,700 watts of power, too.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Now look at that here, sausage and pepper. If you do tailgating, anything like that, put peppers in the bottom of the oven, and then you can take your sausages.
Oh, look at that.
Nice and roasted. I love when they get nice and brown like that.
Yeah.
And then you use the pepper and...
So good. And this is with the silicone insert.
This is with the silicone insert, so look at that. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to cook well with that. You just have to do and turn it on. And what I love about it is you put the timer on, it turns it automatically on. You put the temperature on, it goes to the temperature you like. So that's so simple, so easy.
I'm glad you're showing that because a lot of people feel like everything you have to get an app, you've got to have digital, you have to have a degree in computer science. This is dial on temperature, dial on time. So it's the easiest, you know, that's the simple, easy, I love it.
I like to keep things simple. You know, people like to overcomplicate. I like it simple. It's so much easier to work with. Because if you have this touchstone, you said, this is for roast, this is for this is for that. Where am I?
Where am I?
Here. I don't want to see my bald spot here, so don't take the picture of the back of my head, okay? I'll pay you extra for that.
Okay, we're gonna make sure that that is not going to happen. It's
we
in
have
your
to
contract.
digitalize it right away.
Yeah.
Okay, now look at that. A great Sunday meal. Here we have a beef roast beef, whatever you want. So you roast it, and then we roast it at the same time.
Yeah, see, because of the size, you can do the entree and the side dishes,
Yeah,
Chef.
the side dishes all in one. So it's easy cleanup.
Ooh, that looks so good. Those carrots look amazing.
And you know, when you taste roasted vegetables, it's so different than when you boil them or steam them.
Yeah.
They have so much more flavor. You know, I could cut in there already, but one good idea, if you roast something, let it rest for 10, 15 minutes in a warm place, because that way the juices don't want to run out, and you will get a meat which is nice and juicy. If you cut in right away, you get dry meat. So always let your roast rest.
I love the tips. I need the tips. Yeah, and you're doing the side dishes.
Yeah.
You're doing the potatoes, the carrots, the celery, and the main dish in one. You're right. It's like one pan in the one pan air fryer. And of course, you're right. You're the chef. Not that you don't need me to confirm it. I'm just learning.
That doesn't mean I'm always right. You know, my wife tells me the opposite. She said she's always right, so I don't know.
She called me to remind you that you're not always right. Just to make sure, like during the show, I did want to say that one time.
To get a second opinion.
Get a second opinion. No, you are. I'm telling you.
Okay.
And this one has like all sorts. I love with the little ramekins.
Look at that. Here we made macaroni and cheese in here.
Oh, that looks great.
Here we have a little berry pie here in the little silicone thing. And because we all like baked potatoes, we also have the potatoes. So I put all this things right in the air fryer and cooked it all at once. The macaroni and cheese, the pie, and the baked potatoes. So all you have to do is...
How long will it take a baked potato?
Well, it depends the size. This one took about 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you're not heating up the whole house. I always feel terrible. I
now
love
look at that.
baked
So
potatoes.
put a little sour cream in here.
I just hate to put one baked potato in a huge oven in the summertime and heat up the whole house.
Well, here you can make 2, 3, 4, whatever
and all your other side dishes, and your dessert, and your roast, and.
Look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at that. Steaming hot, nicely cooked, no water added to it. And you know what I love about that? If you add water to your food, it takes away the flavor, but also the nutrients. So when you cook it in the oven here, you're going to have a better tasting product, and also a product which is much healthier for you. And a product where you don't fry, you don't put it in oil, you don't have to worry about the extra calories. As I said before, what did I say? Where it goes, the extra calories?
Yeah.
You know.
You want me to repeat where the calories are going on my body? It's to my chest and my butt, I believe was the...
Okay. I wouldn't say that. I would not.
I think it also goes other places,
I
like
need a
my
knife.
face.
I'm going to taste my chicken.
Oh, here, let me give it to you.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll point on the chicken where the calories go. The thigh, the breast, the leg.
All right.
But we've got some new colors here. This is the new green. This is the gray. This is the black, which my producer, Rob, is telling me is the most popular now. And then we have red, and then and that's the second most popular, and then we also have blue. But let me come on over here to my right because I want you to see that are also available. Now, I think that you're watching Chef and you're like, well, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. How about some more great ideas? 180 recipes. If you buy the Today Special, you can get this recipe book for $10 off instead of $29.95. I think it's $19.95, Rob, am I right about that? And so so it'll really kind of give you, $19.95 will give you lots of ideas. Now we also have, you saw the silicone accessory kit that Chef has been working with with. You get this, you roast your chicken in here, you put your silicone grill here, and then you put your chicken there, and it doesn't cook in the juices, so it'll be crispy all over. And then 4 ramekins, and these are all, you know, you can wash these out. Of course, everything's dishwasher safe, but you can put in your desserts and your macaroni and cheese. That's what Chef was just showing you in this. There's the item number there if you would also like to grab this. But Chef, you're making more stuff already.
I know. I'm cooking all along, and we have Kat here. I gave her this name 20 years ago when she was still in kindergarten. And
That's true.
Your real name is
That's
Christine,
true.
like my sister. I have a sister named
I actually
Christine.
didn't even know your name was Christine. I've only known you as Kat.
Yeah, me too.
Christina Faith, actually.
You decided that was her name, and that stuck. Yeah, but look how juicy that chicken is.
Look how beautiful that chicken.
Crispy skin, juicy on the inside.
I mean, this is better than if you go to Paris or somewhere, eat in a French bistro, and look at that. It's a little hard to cut here. Let me take it off. The bladder, so this is to present it really nicely. And then, if you cut the chicken, voila, here, it's easy on a cutting board. Look in here, perfectly cooked. And look how beautiful the chicken is. The juice is coming out.
Oh, delicious. Absolutely gorgeous. I will talk when you are eating. That'll be my job.
Okay, all right, yeah. I didn't eat much tonight. I didn't go to a restaurant because I know we're going to use the air fryer. And all I have to do is put a little pepper for me. I like it a little spicy. So this is our pepper mills. You can get them too, and salt mills, spice mills, whatever. So they are in gravity. So look, now it's shut off. All you have to do is turn it over, and that's it.
Awesome. That's our weekly deal drop, and it's going to be coming up in the show. If you guys want to start ordering it, that's a great idea. Those always sell out. The colors sell out. Every time I get to it, there's only like 2 colors left of those pepper mills. Fresh herbs or whatever you want to grate in those.
Yeah.
But a chicken, I mean, you cook a nice 7-pound chicken, you said, at the beginning of the week, and then you've got chicken salad, you've got chicken tacos, chicken sandwiches. Exactly. You've got like chicken for the whole week. So maybe you have it the first night as a roast chicken, and then you've got it. So this is, and also a lot of people go to the grocery store and they buy the whole roasted chicken.
I know, it's stupid.
It's not only more expensive, but they tend to inject things in it.
Yeah, they inject liquid in it. But also, you want to eat it. It's like if you know you have a huge chicken like that for the whole family, you know in an hour and 10 minutes it's going to be ready. But in the supermarket, they might cook it at 3 in the afternoon and you pick it up at 6 o'clock at night. What it's going to be? It's going to be totally dry and says, I didn't know chicken tastes like that. If you get the chicken like that, cook it yourself, set the timer. That's all you have to do. If you want, put some rosemary in the butt or some thyme or some herbs, whatever you like, and it comes out perfect.
Absolutely perfect and gorgeous and crispy. I mean, honestly, air frying to me is like replace my microwave for all my reheating. And, you know, because I am not a chef, but I do like to have like leftover pizza.
Yeah.
And if you microwave leftover pizza, it tastes like rubber. You put it in the you put it in the air fryer, and it's crispy crust with melted cheese. I mean, there's so many things that's great.
These one-pot meals you can make in the air fryer. Look at that. We made some chicken legs. It's really not expensive. So we put a little barbecue sauce on the chicken legs and roast it with the vegetables. Now,
oh, that looks beautiful.
let me take them out. Here we are. Look at that.
And that's one pot. You did the whole thing.
All in one pot.
Because it's 9.7 ounces.
Yeah. So, and you know, again, how much money does it cost chicken legs? Not a lot, huh?
Not a lot. And by the way, the height of it, it's under 15 inches, so it can slide under a counter.
Any counter, it'll fit underneath.
Yeah.
Any counter, I wanted to mention that because I know you're thinking, where am I going to put it? I'm going to slide it under there. It's going to be perfect. So under 15 inches.
Yeah. So now all you have to do, put a little extra barbecue sauce on it, and you have great barbecue, and you don't have to worry lighting up the grill, cleaning up the grill, doing everything.
Right.
You don't have to do anything, really. So this really is a perfect thing for your home, summer, winter, fall, and spring. Whenever you're ready to cook, put it in your air fryer. I forgot the name.
That's all right. It's late.
I was thinking about a fryer. I said, it's not a fryer, it's an air fryer. So
yeah, and the air fryer, it's literally frying with air with no added calories, no oil, you're not deep frying it, but everything is crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside.
Totally. I tasted the chicken. It's so amazing. The skin is
gorgeous.
amazing. Everything is juicy inside, so it's really perfect. How we do with our shrimps for our shrimp taco?
We're doing pretty good. Yeah, they're just about done.
Yeah? All right. We wait a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
We have time.
We have time.
Yeah.
And if you would like to grab this, we do have FlexPay. FlexPay
Yeah.
is where you take the total price and you break it up. Of course, we ship with the first payment, $33.32. Now, this is on sale for 44% off of retail. 44% off of retail. It's a big sale. That's what our Today Special is. And you're seeing it, you know, as we launch the day, as we're starting, and even when we re-air it at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you're getting your choice of colors.
Yeah.
And I can tell you already, the black is flying out the door. We do have that new hunter green. We also have the gray, the blue, and then the red right here. You're smart because you're like, why should I go to a restaurant when I'm going to be air frying my dinner?
Even me, you know,
Yeah.
I'm eating here. Then, and Steve asked me, Wolf, should we go to a restaurant? I made a reservation. I said, hell no, we're going to eat at HSN. It's the best restaurant in town.
Exactly. I love it. I love it. So I love that the reviews are so good.
Yeah.
Like the consumer magazine that did reviews and rated this at the top. You know, I'd love to do another close-up of the dials, because that's one of my favorite things, Chef, is Chef didn't overcomplicate it. You don't have to have a degree in computer science.
I keep it simple. Even I went to Harvard for a little while, but I like it simple, you know?
Right.
And I like food that way too. I don't like overcomplicated food. You know, the young chefs today, they put little dots of everything everywhere. I like the quality of the ingredients and cook it the right way. That's it.
Exactly. You know, and you've got two dials. One is, you know, on and the temperature. The other one's the time.
The time, yeah. As soon as you put the timer on, then it starts. If the timer is off, you put the temperature, it doesn't work. So you have to put the timer on. Why? Because it's so easy. That way you will know forever when how long time it's going to have to cook. So you put it on, you hear the little clock singing, and then you're done. Really easy.
And you know what? That's a great point. I want to talk about that for a second, because if you put something in your oven and you forget about it and you go back, your chicken is dried out and overcooked.
Yeah.
In your air fryer, ding, it shuts itself off.
It shuts itself off.
Your oven doesn't shut itself off.
And a lot of people either. I'm just joking.
Yeah, but that's like a big difference between an air fryer and an oven. And I didn't even think of that till you just pointed that out.
Yeah, so it's the timer is there, so you don't have to worry about it going to continue to cooking, it's going to burn whatsoever. So here we got it, you know, 2 chicken dishes, and this one, I mean, chicken that's cost under $1 a pound, the chicken legs. So you can put
affordable
2 or 3 legs per person if you want to, and it's still only $3 a person.
Right, and with the 9.7 ounce capacity, you could cook at the beginning of the week, and then in the summer, you could just have, like, you go grab it from the fridge all week.
Yeah, like if you cook a big chicken, it's the perfect example, because you can use it as a roasted chicken on Sunday night, and then Monday you go to the office or you go to work, you make yourself a chicken sandwich. Maybe the next day you have a little chicken salad. You know, we have a very good recipe for Chinois chicken salad with cabbage and little carrots, a little greens in it, and you make your honey mustard dressing, or you can buy it, and that's it. And you have 3 days of food, and you only cook once, and that's really a lot of fun. And I tell that everybody, you know, you want to spend more time in the bedroom than in the kitchen. So with the air fryer, it will help you do that exactly.
Life advice.
Yeah.
I love that.
You don't have to go to a psychiatrist. Just
yeah, exactly. Just check out our show. We're getting life advice. I love that. And, you know, when you think about, I do buy food at HSN. You know, where you'd have like a bag of frozen shrimp or egg rolls and things like that. And instead of, you know, like, oh, how long I got to preheat the oven. First of all, preheating takes time. Yeah. There's no preheating in an air fryer. Yeah. It's just right away.
Now you look at that cat cooked, I don't know how many shrimps you put in here.
2 pounds.
2 pounds of shrimps. Now look at that. You want to make your shrimp tacos?
Oh. Look at that.
How easy is that?
How long did that take, Kat?
It wasn't even, I loaded that actually after we took out the salmon, so maybe 12 minutes it's been?
12 minutes till
But you know how many shrimps we have in here? Look at that. I mean, I have shrimps for the whole family.
Right.
At least
Look
there are like over 20 shrimps in here, so.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And that's because of the 9.7 9.7 ounce, it's quart size capacity, 9.7 quarts.
Yeah, quarts, not ounces.
I think I said ounces once, but that sounds about right for me to make that kind of mistake. But yes, you're right. It's $60 off, and we've got Flex Pay. And you know, if you have an HSN card, you get an extra Flex Pay. It's only $24.99. And I love that we've got all these color choices. It does come with a recipe book with 10 recipes that are exclusive to us here at HSN that chef created just for you. And you know, by the time you put the shrimp in here and you set up your taco, your shrimp are cooked.
You set up the tacos, shredded little cabbage or little lettuce, whatever. If you want, put a few slices of avocados on there, and here you go. Look at it. Up. Stay here. Stay here.
Stay.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Fresh, gorgeous, no oil added.
No oil, healthy and tasty. That's what I like. You know, if it doesn't taste good, why do it? Why cook? Right. A lot of people cook at home and they get disappointed because they don't make it taste good. So with this, it will keep the flavor it's supposed to have. Now look at here. Again, we went to the freezer in the supermarket and cooked potato tots. Who doesn't like them? I actually had a few days ago a party at the restaurant, and guess what they asked for? Potato tots for their appetizers, for their hors d'oeuvres with cocktails. So what we do is put a little cream on top. All right, if you want liquid.
Gourmet tater tots.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry, I should have talked, but I'm eating the shrimp.
Okay.
Oh, the shrimp is so good.
Yeah.
It's just perfectly cooked. It's perfectly cooked.
Look at it. And here, a little chives on top, and you are done. You put that on the table, put a little sour cream on the side so people can actually dip their little tots right in the cream. Oh, so crispy. Oh, my God.
So good. That's a favorite at my house, too, with my grandkids, especially the tots.
All right, well, we have about 4 minutes left in today's special presentation. Flying out the door. We have 5 color choices. The black is the most popular.
These two.
The new green is hunter green. We have the gray. The second place is red. And then we also have it in this blue. It is under 15 inches high. The width is 12¼ inches, and the length is under 15 inches. So I know you're saying, wow, that's a huge capacity, but I wanted to give you the exact measurements because it is under the counter depth, so just slide it right in. What are you guys making?
Apple and pepperoni roses. So we put apple slices in here, as you can see. Can we get a close-up in here?
With a little bit of puff pastry.
And a little puff pastry, and that's it. So let's see if it comes out. Look, it doesn't stick. There's a little cooked here. Okay, and then you just turn it over just like that. Put a little powdered sugar on top.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
And then a little caramel sauce.
I'll open it for you. There we go.
Okay, it's closed up.
Is it? Oh.
Yep. Okay, it's okay.
Oh.
I don't mind.
Sure is.
All right, and they're also in the silicone, in the little silicone things here. You see that?
They don't seem like they stick the silicone.
No, it doesn't stick. Look at that.
It just pops right out.
Yeah.
Look at that. Woo! Gorgeous. Oh, so pretty.
So you make your dessert here, put a little powdered sugar, a little caramel sauce, whatever you like on it. So simple, easy, and delicious.
I can't believe all the food that you guys have made in the 2 or 3, you know.
Look at that.
I mean, under 30 minutes in our presentation, and you've made enough food for an army.
I know.
Right.
And so simple, I don't sweat, it's not hot, nothing splashes on me, so it's really a perfect way. All right, here we are.
Oh,
look at that. The air fryer only today, and only today the big size. You know, there are many air fryers out there. You know what? If you don't get the one with the great size, like this is almost 10 quarters, so this is the perfect size because you can cook for 1, for 2, for 3, make a whole family meal in one thing, and you clean it out. It's also non-stick, so easy.
So easy. I just like eating these tater tots. You can listen to the crunch.
Yeah. Okay. And look at that. Here we have our. Do you have a knife?
Crispy. Yes. And there's no oil.
No.
And you're just like buying them at the grocery store in a bag frozen. You pour them in, and then everybody's like gonna love it. Oh, and you let that meat rest,
Okay.
and now oh, look at how gorgeous that is.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at how juicy. See that? Can we get a close-up?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cooked
we got a
perfectly.
gorgeous shot of that.
Yeah. Look at that.
That looks so good.
Yeah.
It's like dinner.
Yeah. you were right not to go to that restaurant,
Yeah,
Chef.
I know, no, totally.
There it is. It looks so good. And you know, you've got this. Anytime you want to make food, you don't have to turn the oven on. There isn't that time of preheating.
Yeah, ready?
It's a shorter cooking time, using less oil, healthier, and just so incredibly affordable. Also, at those times when you have a big crunch, like at the holidays, where you're like, uh-oh, the oven's being used for this, I can't use it for dessert. This gives you like literally an extra oven in your house.
Yeah.
So
Anybody knows what that is in here?
no.
Huh?
Are those mozzarella sticks?
Mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella sticks.
We
Wait,
put
where did
them
that
in
meat
here.
go?
We don't fry them.
that looks
You know,
so good.
so you put a little spicy tomato sauce, like an arrabbiata sauce.
Yeah.
And then all you have to do is dip it in here just like that. And then if you like extra flavor, a little Parmesan, and here we go.
Oh, that looks so good. That meat is really good too. All right. Now, I do want to talk about the cookbook for a few minutes. I'm going to kind of scooch over here as I'm doing. So, 180 recipes. When you buy the Today Special, you get $10 off of the cookbook. It's $29.95, but if you buy the Today Special, it's $19.95. And what I love about it is it's got recipes not only for this air fryer, but let's say you have a different size air fryer. It does all the amounts. Or maybe this air fryer, you want to do a smaller amount of food. It has the cooking times. So, and it also has a picture. And Chef, we're talking about the air fryer cookbook because we see you doing all this. And then we want to do these at home. And I love that they have pictures, fish and chips, kebabs, barbecue
Look at
ribs.
that. We just made more French fries.
And you can make homemade French fries.
Yeah,
And the baked potato recipe that Chef made is in here. And what about sweet potato fries?
Exactly, anything. And you know what? It's a pain in the neck when you cut the fries and do everything. You go to the market, you know, you buy them, you keep them in the freezer. So whenever you want French fries, you throw them in the oven. You don't have to go shop for potatoes, slice them perfectly, and do everything. I like them like that. And even in our restaurants, in a lot of them, we just use the frozen French fries because they get nice and crispy, and that's what all people want, you know, crispy French fries. And put a little salt, pepper, hop. If you want a little bit of... It fell off?
It sure did.
Okay, all right.
Goodness.
Okay. No worry. People like ketchup, so it's not a problem.
True.
So this is the Wolfgang Puck cookbook with 80 recipes for 4 sizes of air fryers. There's dessert, there's the mac and cheese that we saw being made here. Like a lot of the recipes that you're seeing Chef do live here in the studio are this. And I always like seeing a picture of the, you know, I kind of look at the picture and decide, oh, is that what I want tonight? So it's packed full of pictures. And instead of being $29.95, I know we have that price up there, it's really $19.95 because when you buy the Today Special, you get $10 off. And we haven't done a cookbook like this where you get $10 off if you get the Today Special. I think it's a really great
let's
idea.
look one more time what we cooked in it. I want people to see how much food we made in half an hour. Look at that. Right here, the chicken legs with roasted vegetables. Then I have here a roasted chicken with rosemary and arugula salad underneath. Then we made 2 big service of French fries. Then we have our roasted salmon with happy, healthy vegetables. Then we have our shrimp tacos. Then we made our potato tots here. We put it in the freezer. I want to make it easy for you. If I do it, you can do it at home too. Then we have our chicken wings. Then we have our roasted sausages here with peppers and onions. And then we have some little dessert here. You can see the roses of pepperonis with apples. And then we have the mozzarella sticks with tomato sauce, if you want it, or arrabbiata sauce. We have the roasted beef, and we have the side dishes, baked potatoes, macaroni and cheese, and the little fruit pie here. So all that we made in 35 minutes. I mean, it's incredible.
Absolutely. And, you know, just in our final minute of talking about the cookbook, the item number, if you'd like to order it, is on your screen. It's 897363 for the Today Special. But if you want to add the cookbook, it's 900-587. And you get $10 off this cookbook when you get the Today Special. Okay. So another 180 recipes. And honestly, we at work, we're talking about, what'd you do in your air fryer? What'd you, oh, I made Brussels sprouts. Oh, I made, you know, wings. I do also want to mention the accessories that come with it. My producer's telling me we're going to do that right now.
Exactly.
Do you want to talk about that for a minute?
Here we have the silicone basket with the insert. So if you cook anything in here, it won't burn up a lot. Now that's the way it is here. Okay. You can see it like that, but I was thinking it's what happened here, but there's this thing to make it stand up.
Yeah.
And we have these 4 little ramekin here. Or what would you call it in English?
Ramekin. That's what we call it, ramekin.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So you have that where you can bake your macaroni and cheese in here. You can do your pies in here. You can do whatever you do in a regular mold. So,
you know, I was thinking about those egg bites that you get at that coffee shop that are so expensive. You could probably do those in the air fryer.
Exactly. Perfect to do it in here. Eggs, put a little tortilla on the bottom or a little tomato sauce, the eggs on top, and you're done. So it's really a French dish. They call it œuf en cocotte, egg in a little ramekin. So you put something underneath and put the egg on top. Easy.
Awesome. All right, we're going to take a teeny little break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the spice mills.
Oh, my favorite, yeah.
Favorite, yep. Coming up right after this.
Hey there. Let's chat about getting some of the best deals on the things you love. Because when you're an HSN card VIP, the perks are all yours. And who doesn't love extra perks? Like 12 to 18-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on items that you love all day, every day. And HSN card VIPs enjoy extra perks. Oh, if you apply today and if approved, you could get $15 off your order. So, are you ready to jump in? Give them a ring or visit hsn.com.
Celebrate without limits this June at HSN. Express your unique beauty, wear all kinds of beautiful shines. Explore what's next and best with over 20 beauty brands starting at 20% off. Plus exclusive brand launches, bonus buys, and beautiful deals. Shop and connect with us and turn up your glow factor. Join us for all kinds of beautiful Sundays in June from 8 to 10 on HSN. And shop all month long at hsn.com.
It started with a single act of kindness and 100 goats. 15 years of research later, we turned our expertise to the science of kindness and goat milk, which contains 31 key ingredients to help skin look and feel healthier. Today, Beekman 1802 is a world-renowned goat milk skin and body care brand built on the belief that there's beauty in kindness.
Chef Wolfgang Puff. Keep shopping for our today's special. As we continue on, we're going to jump into one of Chef's favorite items. It's a 2-pack of the Tip to Grind Spice Mills. I'm going to tell you right away, if you want it in the gold, I'm very limited. At midnight, we have 300 left. So as this shows again throughout the day, I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. Here's the red. We have the beautiful copper and the stainless steels. And even the batteries are included. So you don't need to do anything. They're individually boxed. And you know, Chef, one of the first shows we did together, you said, put some salt on there and some pepper. And I said, where should I put it? And then you said, where do you want flavor?
Yeah. Oh, good idea.
And that was so funny. And I've quoted you on that a million times.
Exactly. You know, if you eat without salt, without pepper, and with all of some spices, you know, it's not a lot of flavor. Often it's bland, and then people don't care for it. So spice up your life by spicing up your food a little bit. But, you know, salt, there are many salt out there. So if you have iodized salt or pepper, like ground pepper here, you can see that. If you want to season pepper like this, it won't have any flavor. So get rid of that stuff. Salt, iodized salt, it's not good for your body. You know, you have to watch what you put in your body. Also the same, get rid of it. So now we have our salt and pepper mill. You can see here is pepper in here, and you can decide how finely you grind it. So this is really emotion. So when you go like this, it stops. When you go like that, it is. But also, let me show you. Where's the camera? You can see there is a light in here. So when you have that on your dining room table and you have a romantic dinner or just a candlelight dinner, you still can see what you put on your meat, on your fish, or wherever you put it. So you can put in coriander, white pepper, pink pepper, black pepper, whatever you like. You can make it as fine or as coarse as you like. I always buy sea salt and then put it in my salt grinder. I mean, it's such a difference when you taste it. So this is coarse here now. So let's actually make it a little finer. All right, look at that. So you don't want it too coarse, but you don't want it too fine either. So you put that right on your fish, on your meat. And I don't over-season my food because when the kids were young, they didn't like spices too much. So I always put that on the table. And one of my favorite things, like if I have friends come over, I always have a chunk of Parmesan in my refrigerator. What do? I put olive oil on it, just like that. And then fresh ground pepper. And people say, oh my God, how did you do that? It tastes so different. I said, yeah, olive oil and black pepper together is perfect. And you have that with a glass of red wine or a beer or whatever you like. Get a few toothpicks around and everybody can sit around. So it's really important. The same thing with burrata, mozzarella, or a salad. Always put fresh ground pepper. You know, in the restaurants, what happens is people actually come with a big pepper mill and everything, make a big deal out of it. But, you know, it's a pain in the ass to do that at home. So you just use that, and it's so much simpler. And because of the light, you can see it. So then again, put a little olive oil on top here. And a little balsamic vinegar, or any vinegar you like. Oh, it's coming out fast, okay.
That's gorgeous.
Look at that. So easy, so fast, and so much flavor. So if you use the right ingredients, you buy a whole peppercorn, white one or black one, or pink one, whatever you like, or mix them together. The same thing, use sea salt, and you're gonna get so much more flavor. If you wanna make a pepper steak, if you season it with this fine pepper I threw out already, it won't taste like nothing. But if you season it with coarse pepper or fine pepper like this, see that?
It's gorgeous. By the way, this stainless steel is the most popular right now, and the price of this, it is a weekly deal drop where the price will go away tomorrow night, Sunday night. It is 50% off. These are half price. Yeah. And you can put other things besides salt and pepper in these.
Exactly. Now look at over here, for example. I have some pepperoncino in here, you know, for pizza, for pasta.
Like hot pepper flakes.
Yeah. Oh, I have to take the cover off, so then it's better.
Okay.
Okay, you grind a little bit that on your pizza, on your pasta. I know I have that on the table all the time when I eat pasta. Even my wife Galila makes a great bolognese pasta, but I always spice it up a little bit more. So you can do that, and then just turn it over. Or if you like bagels, we have a bagel mixture in here. Everything which goes on the bagel to get the right flavor. No battery in here. Okay. We need a battery in here, I think so. But it's okay.
Okay.
And then here we have cinnamon for our cappuccino.
Yeah, it's got batteries in it.
Huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and that's, I mean, all those beautiful things. So we've got them available. The stainless steel is the most popular. I do want to mention the stainless steel prep bowls are also available. We're not doing a full presentation. I just want to give you a quick look at them. I've got them in black, copper, and red. And if you want to prep, you know, in advance like the chefs do, you know, maybe you want to do your, you know, herbs or your fresh garlic, and then you just take it out and put it on here. These are prep bowls. And again, you always see these, the chefs using them, but of course you could use them for so many different things. You could use them for storage. Again, the black is getting very limited. The copper is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. These are great giftables too, as well as the red, and it comes in a beautiful gift box. But we're gonna scooch over here and talk about the bakeware. So let me kind of come all the way down here and show you the choices. So this is, you're getting 3 of them. You're getting the 9x13 rectangle, the 8.75 diameter of the circle, and then the square, it's an 8x8, and these are silicone. 446-degree oven safe, but they collapse for easy storage. So when you're storing them, you can put them in, like this is all 3 of them together. It's almost like one plate, but they pop up. And Chef will show you how to use them and what they're for. But these are like, I've never even seen anything like these before.
I know, it's amazing, but they're also very sturdy on the side because you really need that to carry them. You know, you get some of the silicone bakeware, but they don't have the frame around to keep it stable. That's really an important part.
A great improvement.
Yeah, so that way you can hold it, no problem. Now look at that. We baked lasagna, like if you have a big family, have a big lasagna, and look at that. I take it down, see that?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
How easy to get that out.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, and that is in the rectangle, the traditional 9 by 13.
Yeah. Now, I have, let me put that on the side here for a second, and it's totally non-stick. Look at that here. We have a quiche. You know how easy a quiche is? So this is all eggs around with a little puff pastry, and you cook it, and you can actually serve it like that if you want to. Put it on the table, just like that. But if you cut it, it's better to take it out, put it on a plate. And now in here, I have a bread pudding. All right.
Do you want another pot holder or anything?
I have 2 towels.
Okay.
1 big towel, it's okay?
Okay.
All right. Now this is steaming hot bread pudding. We need a little bit of caramel sauce, a little powdered sugar. Look at that.
Caramel sauce, Kat.
All right.
Here it comes. Coming in hot.
All right, coming in hot with the caramel sauce and a little powdered sugar. And look at that.
Look at how beautiful that is.
So leftover bread, eggs, milk, sugar, and some berries. If you, now it's the season of the berries, so it's really perfect. And look at that. Nothing sticks. It's hot a little bit. Let me get another towel. I can put it just like that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Wow, and then when you store it, it's like storing a plate. There's 2 color choices, red and turquoise, and you just, you know, you just pop it out, and then you've got an 8x8 square. You're not choosing, you're getting all 3 of them for just $29.95, and these are on sale. So time to store, you just pop it in, and then there it is. It's like,
look at that, making your brownies. Often you make brownies, it sticks. Look at this one.
Look at that.
See that? Look at that, it comes out. I can take it out just like that if you want to. Look at that. Nothing sticks. I should have taken another plate, but I didn't.
That's okay. That's the fun of live
I'm just showing you it's non-stick, so that's what it is.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
And you see the baking breads and dinner and, you know, casseroles and nachos. So even if you have the nachos, you put the cheese on it and you just want it in the oven for a little bit to melt the cheese.
Exactly.
You can use these. And you get 3 of them. Again, I'm going to do the sizes. It's a 9x13, almost 9-inch diameter. It's 8.75. And then this is an 8x8. And they're easy to pop out. So they're like this. You just pop them in to store them, to store flat. You want to bake with them. You just push it out, push it here, and then they pop out like that.
Yeah.
Do you want me to get the, you're going back in? I'll open that for you.
Okay, just put them back in a little bit to heat it up, so you can heat up your food in there, whatever you want. Look at that. Here we have macaroni and cheese. I mean, everything is so easy.
It's so easy to clean up,
There's no cleaning, because nothing sticks in here. Look at that.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. Macaroni and cheese. You
Yeah.
can see the profile there. It's a great shot,
Yeah.
guys. That you could just cut that into squares and you're good to go.
Exactly. Or here I have rice with caramel.
You like those
Look at
Rice
that.
Krispie treats.
Yeah, Rice Krispies. Look, I can take it out just like that.
Yeah, those are usually so incredibly sticky.
I know, that's
That's amazing.
It's sugar and starch mixed together, it sticks, you
Yeah.
know. So this one makes it so much easier and easy to clean. You know, you can throw it in the dishwasher and you're done. So this is something you could use at home really easily. And it's easy to store away. It doesn't take any space in the kitchen. I know we all have little space in the kitchen because we want to have this and we want to have that. So look at that. You can slide it in somewhere like that, and that's it.
Yep, and these are all three of them. So when you get it, it's gonna come like this, and then you're ready to bake with it. You just literally push it down, pop it up, and then you're good to go. And then you can, you know, pop it like this, oven safe to 446 degrees. And there's the 8x8, there's the 9-inch diameter, and then the 9x13.
The big one, you know,
big one,
it doesn't look like, but you can see here, it's still a little, look at that. That's the same size. You can see with the lasagna.
Yeah, huge. And then it's time to like put it away. This is great for those of you who don't have a lot of storage in the kitchen, which is pretty much everybody.
A lot of people who downsize, you know, they downsize when the kids leave or whatever. They need little, they don't have a big kitchen anymore. Yeah, anywhere, in a cabin, wherever you are, you can take that. You take the air fryer and that, and you're done.
Yeah, you're done. Okay, so the red is very, very popular. The turquoise, we're down to like only 900. And again, we're just starting the day, so we don't have a lot of these. It's $10 off, and your flex pay $9.98 to get home. And now, anything you get at HSN, you have 30 days. Check it out. If you don't love it, you can send back anything. But these are really innovative, especially with the stainless steel around the rim.
With the steel around the rim to make them not flimsy. It's an important part because if you bake in it, if your things are, your molds are hard, so they get softer. So with the stainless steel, you can carry them easily.
Yeah, and I've just, over and over and over again, I've popped them out, I've put them back, I've popped them out, put them back, and I've done it upside down and backwards to show the TV camera. But they're, again, just so easy to just, here it is, here's your bakeware. And, you know, even if you're like, okay, I'm taking something to the kids' school, and, you know, that is, you know, if you drop it, it's not glass. A lot of people have glass bakeware. You drop it, it breaks. You don't want it around the kids. They're going to be like, uh-oh, the kids are having a birthday party, you got to be careful. This is completely different, so innovative.
You have it outside in the garden, you have a garden party or whatever, like now in the summertime. So
by the pool, you don't want to have anything glass by the pool.
Exactly, you don't have to worry about nothing. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you do, it's perfect. Look at that, see that?
Oh, those cinnamon rolls look so good. I can smell them. There's something about the smell of cinnamon rolls.
Amazing.
Look at that.
Look, it comes out like, should I take them out?
Yeah.
Look at
that. And look at how beautifully they're baked.
Yeah.
That's really, I mean, honestly, it's so easy and convenient, but if you didn't have that gorgeous bake, but you do. That looks so good.
Hot. All right. See that? And now I put that in the dishwasher, it cleans it out, it's no problem. Or you give it to the kids, they will lick it out probably.
Yeah, exactly, lick the bowl.
Yeah.
And you're getting 3 of them. You're not choosing the 3 different sizes, you're getting all 3 of them. We have 2 colors. This is the turquoise, and then this is the red. So the red is very popular. Fewer than 900 in the turquoise, and then we've got the red. And I think we're just launching these with the sale price at $29.95. I don't think we usually, we haven't had it on sale, so I know you guys have loved it. And yes, there are, you know, similar things, but they don't have that stainless steel around here that's covered in the silicone, so you have the strength. It's not gonna wobble and bend.
Yeah.
That's what I really love about this. I mean, you could bake a pie in here, couldn't you?
Totally. Pies, brownies, quiche, the rice, the crispy rice and everything. I mean, it's so easy. Or a big lasagna or a big pasta, whatever you have in there. So it's easy. See, you liked it, huh? How so easy to put away.
I love how easy it is to store, because honestly, when I think about getting bakeware, I think, oh, well, maybe I can use that thing I already have. But the glass, I always worry about, oh, I'm gonna drop it or break it, or just like for every day. It's like great to have this in new kind of way in the kitchen for the silicone. The item number is 889417. Do you do a lot of baking?
I do a lot of baking in the wintertime more than in the summertime. But, you know, when we do bread like focaccia and things like that, I'll put it in here, let it rise, pop it in the oven really hot. And
you know what this would be great for? An ice cream cake.
An ice cream cake, anything. Yeah, you can fill it up with ice cream.
You put ice cream in a layer of cake, another layer of ice cream, because then when you go like this and just like, boom, it's that you've got your ice cream cake, and then you're serving for your ice cream cake.
Exactly. So very easy for desserts, for main courses, to bake bread, to make cookies, to make brownies. I mean, you can make so many things in there. Whatever you bake in your oven, whatever bakeware you use, you can do it in here. So it's really a perfect way to become a baker in your own home. From lasagnas to cannellonis to bread pudding to macaroni and cheese, you can do it all right in here.
The item number again is 889417, 3 flex pay of $9.98. Red or turquoise, your choice. You get 3 sizes. You get the 8x8, you get the almost a 9-inch diameter, and then the 9x13, but we're gonna jump in to another presentation of our very best value of the day, the 9.7 quart air fryer. It's our